That kind of nerd. Let's start the show with comics, movies, and technology. Here we go, bringing you the segments that you're looking for, like Cape Talk, Screen to Stream, Tech Perspective, and more. Cast this nerd degree and the blockbuster. Welcome to the club, 'cause you're that kind of nerd.
Welcome, everyone, to That Kind of Nerds podcast, a show that tells you what is going on in the nerdy world.
Welcome, everybody, to That Kind of Nerds. I am so sorry. Am I not supposed to introduce this?
No, you're not supposed to.
I'm so confused. Josh, aren't you supposed to do
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me get ready. What up? No, wait, that's not right either. That's not my thing.
I'm feeling very weird right now.
Cape Talk.
I feel like you're trying to put me in a box now, CJ, and I don't take kindly to that.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Good to have you back, CJ.
Yes, it's been a difficult time away, but I'm very glad to be back.
I was thinking you would say it's been a while.
I was going to, but you know what? It seemed like the low-hanging fruit. I didn't
It
feel
is
like
a
taking it
low-hanging
today.
fruit, but it has been a while.
I am joined, of course, by the just illustrious tones of one Joshua Burns and Brian Thornton.
What up?
Hi. I'm trying to be as annoying with that as possible. Hi, how are you?
I hope everyone has been enjoying the Patreon content that we have been releasing. I thought last week's was really goddamn enjoyable, so I'm glad that we can have that. And I'm pretty sure the next week we're off, I will be releasing the Beetlejuice episode because if that's what people ask. So Beetlejuice will be coming down the road. But you know what? No topics. Let's just jump right into this.
Don't you fucking say that one more time, dude.
Oh, God, are we at the limit, aren't we?
You already only said it twice so far. You got to be careful.
Okay, thanks for catching me.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so no topic. No fancy intro. For
Let's
this.
talk.
Just going to talk about this, that there is
Name of the episode. Let's fucking talk. Let's do it.
a global Harry Potter exposition that will be coming to the Franklin Institute, that's in our neck of Philadelphia, in 2022. And if this is anything like some of the other things that I've seen at the Franklin Institute, I'm prepared to be fucking amazed. There's been so much Harry Potter stuff going on, especially with the shop down in New York, which is basically like the Harry Potter experience on steroids. I'm kind of curious what you think about
Open in Times Square in June. Have fun.
Yeah, enjoy the sweaty muggles. There's a global pandemic and it's hot. Go be close to each other and enjoy a butterbeer.
I went to one exhibit. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've gone to two exhibits at the Franklin Institute. One that I actually remember. One that was recent. And to your point, these exhibits are very in depth, very, very, I don't know, interactive sometimes, depending on the case. I went to the Marvel exhibit. Oh shit! It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember you doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it for my bachelor party because I'm a nerd. And me and my brother went, and it was awesome. I got to see a lot of really cool stuff, not just from like the movies, but from like comic book history. I got to be very close to a first printing of Amazing Fantasy number 15. It was awesome. So my thing is this: I don't know what they're gonna put in there, but odds are you're not just gonna get, here's Harry Potter's cloak and here's his scarf. This is the wand that Daniel Radcliffe himself licked. Like, you're probably gonna get like, hey, here's the scrap of paper that J.K. Rowling wrote the word to HP on. Here's the notebook that she wrote all about how she was going to rip off Star Wars. Like, you're going to get a lot of really cool things out of this. And any fan of Harry Potter, you should, take a day, go see it, especially if you're in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah, like I went to the Titanic exhibit. Yeah, I'm that fucking nerd. Yep. And it was amazing because there were real life artifacts of like, hey, here's like some things that were actually recovered from that area. Here's how the metal was made, but then also just like, hey, here's the story of the people that happened with it. So I'm imagining this as a little bit of lore, but also just a bit of like, hey, like here's what happened to make this whole thing the global phenomenon that it is. So here's the $1 trillion question: is anyone like, are we going to this? Like, should we start buying tickets for the Franklin Institute next year?
Doubtful.
I'm on record as saying Harry Potter is not my fandom. It
is mine. And what is not, it's like going to a museum, right? Like, that's not a thing. It's not a thing that I enjoy. It's not like, it's not fun.
I mean,
I'm gonna go look at the exhibit. There's gonna be things on display.
That's the whole.
Josh, if you want to like bring it to life, we can go there in our cloaks. We can, we can claim that we are from Slytherin and we're here to fuck shit up.
Oh yeah, well, like we go in costume.
We can just go
I'm
ham.
a Gryffindor. I don't know that I could do that.
You do it just to damage the name of Slytherin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Like a
Slander.
double agent.
exactly. Oh, look at you! Now you're a spy wizard, Josh.
They should do that.
Did I not just win you a spy wizard?
Where's that book?
You're gonna turn down the opportunity to be a spy wizard? That's what I just heard.
Yes, I'm turning
Wow.
it down. I am.
And I Brian, I did a little bit more investigation because there's not a whole lot known about.
I was about to say because this link is shite.
The visitors will get an up close look at authentic props and original costumes from the movie. So yes, you're going to have the blanket that Daniel Radcliffe slept on during his lunch break.
That's exciting. Yes.
Like you will have some of that stuff.
I mean, I'm sure you will, but you're also going to have other things. Like here's the tissue that J.K. Rowling used to, rip off Star Wars. Whatever the case may be. I'm very excited for
Were those
all
happy
Harry Potter
tissues or
fans.
sad tissues?
It really depends. Here's the dollar bill that J.K. Rowling spent on a copy of Star Wars to rip off Star Wars. I just think it's going to be wonderful for us to experience.
I would just like to get the napkin that Alan Rickman used at lunch and clone him. We just clone Mr. Rickman.
I did enjoy Star Wars a whole lot more when it was Harry Potter. So
On to our next topic.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That is the kind of content that you can expect for this show. Hey, this is where we can take a look at the world of TV and movies in a segment that we call Screen to Stream. Our first trailer that we have today is called No Sudden Move, starring Don Cheadle, Brendan Fraser, and David Harbour, and Benicio del Toro,
Liotta,
and Matt Damon, and
John
everybody
Hamm.
that you could possibly get in Hollywood. Was like, yeah, I'm free.
And did you say
is
Steven
it-
Soderbergh? Did you
I
say
did
that
not.
yet?
Steven Soderbergh is directing.
Yeah.
Listen, before we dive into the movie itself, can I just say it's nice to see Brendan Fraser back doing
Brendan
stuff.
Fraser
Yes.
went full Marlon Brando. Like I didn't even recognize him.
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with it. But he was out of the limelight for so long, and then he did Doom Patrol, and now he's got a couple of other things. And I've always liked him. I've always thought he was good.
Do you know why? It's because a a generation of Hollywood creatives that grew up on Scrubs realized how good he was, and they're like, we should put him back in things again.
It's not Scrubs. It's fans of The Mummy.
Big School Ties fan over here.
Right.
Big fan of School Ties.
So this movie, just first off, this just looks so damn interesting. This is 1950s, like bank
Who
heist.
cares? I don't care when it is.
It's-
Benicio del Toro's hilarious.
Don Cheadle's great. John Hamm, great. David Harbour
That's right. John Hamm's in this
is
too.
David Harbour.
I'm gonna
No,
punch you down.
I like David Harbour a lot. But
Me too.
I love these. I love crime movies where it's a job gone wrong. This is the Reservoir Dogs formula. This is a couple other like mob bank heist movies. Job gone wrong. What do we do? And I love that shit. Like, gimme.
Yeah.
And to see Brendan Fraser, to your point, Josh, as this Marlon Brando mafioso, cool. I want to see that.
No, I
looks
meant
awesome.
more in like the completely let himself go.
I know what you meant. I was going to
Okay.
glaze over that part of it.
Don't.
Like,
I didn't
just
even
go
recognize
over
it. But
that.
it's streaming on HBO Max now. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah, this looks fantastic. So well, you know what? We should watch it and then come back next episode, and we could talk about it a little bit.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Okay, fine. We also got a trailer for Gunpowder Milkshake, which will be coming to Netflix on July 14th, starring the wonderful, delightful Karen Gillian, as well as, again, another slew full of amazing cast members. But
Lena Headey, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett's
Is Maggie
amazing.
Q? Is Maggie
Maggie
Q in
Q.
this too?
No, I don't think. Is it Maggie Q or is it Michelle?
It's
Michelle
Michelle
Yeoh.
Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh. Thank you. Maggie Q is in that
Lena Headey.
other Femme
Yes.
Fatale movie that
Yes,
looks
yes,
awesome.
yes, yes,
Protege.
yes. Carla Gugino.
Yeah, this looks great too.
And then it just wouldn't be complete if Paul Giamatti wasn't your villain.
He's a good
Like-
bad guy.
Like, that's exactly how this should go. That is correct. This looks super cool. I feel like this was a movie that we got delayed, and now I'm happy that it's in my house because I want to watch this straight away.
I feel like I don't get to see Karen Gillan kick ass enough, and I think I'm going to get it here, and that's what I want.
Oh, you're definitely going to get it here. Yeah. There's going to be some. There's going to be
because there's always like a slight tease, right? Like Nebula does some cool stuff, but like it's like
well, this is going to be like a real life
right?
Nebula.
This is going to be like I'm going to kick you in the face. Like she did a little bit of it in Jumanji.
There's going to be some high flying shit. There's going to be some Hurricane Ranas and some craziness going on.
I don't know what that is, but I'm excited to find out.
Wrestling
You know
move.
what Hurricane Rana is?
It's like when you jump up and like you flip over and grab the dude with his head with your legs, and then you flip back and throw him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've played Street Fighter. I didn't watch wrestling, like so I know the Zangief move.
There was the one scene where they're in like this room that looked like the Black Widow fight from Iron Man 2. Yeah, this looks great. And they're in a bowling alley, so someone's getting hit in the balls with a bowling ball. And if not, I'll be a little disappointed.
We can only hope.
One can only hope for this. I know we're going to get dinged by somebody for Femme Fatale movie. Is this safe to call Femme Fatale? Is this
Absolutely?
She's an
fall in the
assassin.
realm?
Yes, there's no two ways about it. That's what it is. And I think like the cast of characters you find in the quote unquote the library and then the addition of Lena Headey, you have like some pretty solid comic relief in there, based on what I saw in the trailer at least.
Yeah, I think high action, a little bit of the comedy and the breather that you need for this, I think is going to be a good mix of what you need in a balanced movie. All part of your balanced films. All right, this next one, this is where Brian zones out for like a good 10 minutes.
Not gonna zone out. You're just not gonna like what I have to say.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to start. We got a trailer for Tick, Tick, Boom, Jonathan Larson's first major work before Rent, and now being directed by Lin-Manuel Miranda, directorial debut.
This Brian, this is a strike while the iron's hot movie.
That's exactly what it is.
That's all this is.
It's exactly what it is. I agree.
Yeah, look, the trailer was good, right? And I like a musical. I just I think Jonathan Larson is very dated.
Yes.
Content dated, right?
So
you have the strike while the iron is hot part is Lin-Manuel Miranda, obviously. It's a good cast, but it's incredibly dated. So I'm interested to see how Lin-Manuel Miranda attempts to modernize what is an incredibly 90s style of musical.
What's going to happen? I didn't know Bradley Whitford was in this. I just saw his name on the credit. What I think is going to happen with this, Josh, is people that are in the know about Jonathan Larson are just like Lin-Manuel Miranda definitely is. Are going to be like, hey, see the parallels of this guy and Jonathan Larson? Huh? You see what happened? You see the parallels of what's happening? Because John wrote this for his life, and we're going to do the Moonlight Diner, and we're going to do the whole thing. And then for Brian, who doesn't really know about Jonathan Larson, be like, I mean, musical.
It's going to be okay. So listen.
Oh God! I just want you to know, Brian just repositioned and sat up.
I just need everyone to understand where I'm coming from, because every time we talk about a musical, I'm always like, meh, I'm not so sure about this. I like musicals, and I got into this argument with CJ a couple weeks ago, and I do like musicals. I just have not liked the past 5 musicals we have discussed or seen. Here's the thing. I watched In the Heights. It was fine.
Yeah,
I watched Hamilton. It was fine.
No.
And
exactly.
the thing,
Hamilton
I'm not going to get into this argument with you.
We're just saying.
I'm not getting into this argument with you. The thing about both of those is that I am not a fan of the genre of music. So I'm already half of the equation is out for me. All right. So that's the thing about that. Then you now couple in, to Josh's point, very dated material.
It is dated.
It is. I agree with you.
That's my problem with Rent. I did not see Rent when it was the biggest thing and it was topical. I saw it 10 years after the fact.
You saw it. It had to be longer than that, but
Probably.
Did you see it when it was the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
So
right.
well after.
That was 2005.
Topical.
2006, because it was my senior year
all
of
right.
high
So
school.
that was 10 years. That was 10 years later. Yeah. No,
Okay, so 10 years later. So
I saw the original cast on Broadway. It was unbelievably
I'm
moving.
sure it was
However,
wonderful.
I don't think Jonathan Larson was capable of writing a play without some sort of bohemian reference, and like it's just not.
You're right.
I'm over that piece, and it was a huge focus of this trailer. And it's the thing about Jonathan Larson's writing that I'm done with. I don't care about. And I'm interested to see what they do with it. I will watch it because the cast is amazing, and
It's on Netflix, right?
and
in
yeah.
theaters and Netflix, yes.
And Lin-Manuel Miranda is an absolute genius. So like I'm gonna watch it. This is gonna win an Academy Award. It's gonna be good.
I don't think so.
Oh yes, it will.
It will.
I don't
It
want to.
will absolutely
absolutely.
100% win
For
an Oscar.
every reason you don't want it to win the Oscar,
It's
and the
gonna
reason that
win
you
an
hate
Oscar.
The Oscars.
Listen, this movie is only being made because it's going to win an Oscar. Like, there's no other reason to make this movie.
I Josh, I agree with you. Jonathan Larson's writing and his topics, while again it has some relevance, is very dated to the 90s.
30 years old.
Very dated to the 90s. And it doesn't have the same impact and the same message. So if they modernize it, great, but there's not a whole lot you can do with Tick, Tick, Boom. And I like Tick, Tick, Boom, but it's somebody's early work, so it's not that great. So, like, it's going to need some punching up. But from a higher
I
perspective...
hope it's so edgy it spits right in the face of cancel culture. I really do.
I really hope it
I
does.
really do.
What I'm happy about is In the Heights, West Side Story, Dear Evan Hansen, and now we're getting Tick, Tick, Boom. Like, Broadway musicals becoming movies is back in full swing again, and I'm very happy to see that. Wicked is on the docket coming out soon. Like, I'm happy for this because I can't go to a theater and do it. I finally went to a movie theater, and that was a big enough experience for me. So I'm excited to see some of these shows that I've listened to over and over again come out in the movie form. It's nice. I did not enjoy the Rent movie, but that was me.
I've given Rent two chances.
Yeah, Rent was fine in the 2000, like the first decade
We've
of the 2000s.
had this conversation. We don't need to have it on
It's
air.
gone.
Here's the deal. I am just saying where I'm coming from when I say that I am not like overly enthused about this movie. It's on Netflix. If I have a free 2 hours, I'll give it a shot.
Right.
But the thing about it is, like, and it's not even that I don't think Lin-Manuel Miranda is good. I think he's really good. It's just not for me. It's for other people. I'm okay with that. So, I mean, here's the thing. You take someone else's style of music and possibly marry it with this guy's vision. This might be something up my alley. Because just the music that he writes is not what I'm interested in, unless it's Moana. Because he did all the stuff for Moana, and I freaking love that movie. But that's all I'm saying. So I'm very lukewarm. I'm very trepidatious about this. If I'm free on a Wednesday night, I'll pop it on. But that's all I'm.
I think
that's all
Andrew
I'm doing.
Garfield's a big enough star, just big enough that you have some star appeal to this, but not too big that you're just like, you have to see this movie. I think he's right in that sweet spot of being able to marry this.
Sure. I think he's hunky and he's British, and that's all they're looking for, and can sing. I'm not joking. I don't think.
Is that why they picked it for Spider-Man?
Yes. I don't think you cast any musical with we need to attach a star to this because
That's literally how musicals are made and produced.
Yeah.
That's you've literally described why Lion King is still running, why Rent was still running.
I'm not talking about the show.
I saw Kiss of the Spider Woman with Vanessa Williams on Broadway.
I am
Like,
not talking about the
it's-
shows. I'm talking about the movies.
The draw is in the star.
But the draw is in the stars.
It's in the stars.
For musicals.
I don't know.
No matter the medium, the draw is
well,
the star.
you can sit there in your wrongness and be wrong and get used to it.
That's fine. I'll sit there in my wrongness and be wrong. I'm just thinking for the past 7 freaking musicals that I can think of, I don't see any major stars. And the ones I do are the ones that are lukewarm receptively. Like, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Move on before we start arguing about Hamilton.
But no, I will always argue about Hamilton. We
Me
just
too.
won't
It's
record
not.
it on this.
Listen, you guys are welcome to be fans. It's not that great. Moving on.
You don't get the last word.
I absolutely
on Hamilton.
do. You know why I get
No
the last
chance.
word? No. You know why I get the last word on this? Because you motherfuckers decided to talk about Hamilton on a week that I couldn't record specifically because you didn't want to hear my opinion about it.
No,
'cause you
no,
knew
it
I
has
wasn't a
nothing to
fan
do with
about it.
not wanting to hear your opinion.
No, Josh. I have it from CJ's authority.
It has
You
to
had
do
nothing
with
to
your
do with that.
opinion being wrong.
Thank you. I don't want to hear the wrong opinion. I welcome any opinion as long as it agrees 100% with what I've said.
No. See, I will welcome most opinions, but not when it comes to Hamilton. That shit is unreal. It's
okay.
unreal.
It's okay. I'm wonderful.
You know what?
No, you're okay.
Brian
That's
is okay.
fine. I'm fine with being okay as well. You know what? Okay.
It's like a
pretty okay in my book.
3-star review, right? Like Brian Thorne. Yeah, it's fine.
Take him
If I
or
were
leave
to
him.
assign stars to Hamilton, it probably would be a 3-star.
Speaking of cancel culture,
So Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix. The short-lived had 2 weeks to actually get an audience. Why Netflix? Why do this every time?
Yeah, now I'm not going to
Every
watch
time.
it. I was going to watch it.
I watched it. Save yourself the 8 hours.
I heard it wasn't fantastic, but here's my thing: it's Netflix goes, well, hey, watch this thing. They're like, you see my watch list? Hold on, I'm binging this. Let me finish. Hey, watch this. I've told you, I'm watching this. Let me finish up. Okay, I'm ready to watch it. All right, watch it. All right, great. Hey, that was actually pretty good. Good. Fuck off. We have no more of it. Get out of here. That's their model every time. I'm not surprised. By the same time, I'm fucking surprised every time.
But this is where the Netflix model and algorithm just completely messes up, right? Like, because when I open up my Netflix, it's like boom, right there, popular on Netflix, big banner, Jupiter's Legacy, right? But then like I go not even a week, like 2 days later, and I can't find it. And if I
it got downvoted so hard,
right,
it went
like
away.
if I need to find it, I need to search for it, right? Like the algorithm is not based, and this is the thing that sucks about Netflix's algorithm, at least from what I can tell. It's not based on my watch list or my things that I've enjoyed or things that I've thumbs
it's
up.
crowdsourced.
It is crowdsourced. These are all the great things that other people care about. I don't give a fuck if Susie Q down the road enjoys Hot to Handle. I don't want to watch that crap.
Well, I do want more Shadow and Bone. If I could have more Shadow and Bone and never any more Jupiter's Legacy, that'd be great.
That's another thing. Like, I want to watch that, and like, it's not on my front page. So, like, when the one day that I
because you
open
waited
Netflix,
too long. You waited too long.
that shouldn't be a factor. That's my point.
That is a factor. They put up there what's trending. Shadow and Bone is months and months old. You got it. Now you got to just
There's
do
too
yourself a
much
favor.
content, Josh.
Type in the word shadow and it'll be there.
There's too much.
I disagree.
Here's the other reason why this is just, again, I'm shocked but not shocked. The amount of money, and I can't find the episode, and we tried this last time too. The amount of Netflix money that went into their partnership with Mark Millar is in Miller. Why do I keep doing that?
Because it's spelled Millar, but it's
Whatever. I'm leaving it in, so enjoy my misspeaking. Mark Miller is ridiculous. They put in hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to get him partnered with Netflix and make up a whole bunch of content. You put a show on there, it's not even there a month. They're like, nah, everyone watched Bo Burnham Inside too much, so not you. Get the fuck out and just toss it. Like, why?
I got through 3 minutes of that. I was like, nope.
Not a fan, huh, Josh?
Nope. At 3 minutes, I was like, wow, this sucks.
Oh, that hit me right where I needed to be hit.
If you want to watch something that's going to hit you where you need to be hit, watch Derek Delgadio's In and of Itself on Hulu. Go watch that right now.
Can I sit in my rightness for a second? Because I did tell Josh that this was not his thing.
Yes, you did.
You did, and it was just awful. It was just gross.
Can we not dissect the reasons why Josh didn't like it?
Mark Miller, you should be giving Mark Miller all kinds of money. The dude is solid gold.
Right.
His content is solid gold.
You know what? That just reminded me that gunpowder milkshake reminded me a little bit of Kingsman. But okay, carry on.
Yeah, well, okay, that makes sense. But I mean, he didn't write Gunpowder Milkshake.
No, he didn't. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, but he's written a ton of amazing shit.
Yes.
And just give him more stuff right now, if immediately, if not sooner.
And there's a report that there's going to be a spinoff made of this, so no more Jupiter's Legacy, but they've ordered a spinoff of this already. And I don't know what you're spinning off. I haven't watched the show.
Isn't that just season 2 then? Just a different guy?
Maybe it's an anthology. They're going to do this. They're going to cancel it and then do a spin-off for the next one.
How funny would that be?
More Shadow and Bone. More Shadow and Bone right now.
Oh, you know what, Josh? It's canceled. Sorry.
It's not. There's no way they cancel that show. That shit is... Dude, that was... It was all over.
Josh,
Reddit,
before you even
social
finish
media,
the word...
you name it.
Before you even finish the word bone, Netflix canceled it.
Are you serious?
No. I'm pretty sure it actually did get renewed.
It did, and it was crazy.
I've heard nothing but
popular,
great things
CJ.
about it. I
Yeah,
haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet.
It was really good. Speaking of other stuff you should watch on Netflix, since I think this is like the last sort of screen to stream type topic that we have. If you haven't yet watched Lupin on Netflix, if you're a fan of Sherlock, you should watch Lupin. It is a French dubbed English show, which stay with me.
That's fine. I watched The Rain.
I never finished that.
The story of Lupin is the gentleman burglar, right? So like think Thomas Crown based on that. Super good story. The series 1 was 5 episodes. They're each an hour long. Series 2 is out now. It's another 5 episodes. Really solid show. And you'd think like, oh, it's, French dubbed English is gonna kind of be shit. It's not at all. Like you are into it. You are interested. It's a good story. It's suspenseful. The shit that he pulls off is brilliant. So like, if you're a fan of shows like Sherlock, I believe you will like Lupin. Lupin.
I actually finally, before it got yanked off of Netflix, finished Sherlock. I rewatched and finished Sherlock because I hadn't watched season 4.
Yeah, I didn't do the last season either. I had to.
It was good.
What?
It's gone. It's off of Netflix.
I'll find it. Don't worry.
Isn't it on Amazon?
I don't know. I can look it up.
I'll get it. If we're gonna plug shows on Netflix, I do want to plug one that I just started last night. It's called This Is Pop.
I saw that.
It's on my front page.
trailer.
It's going to be there for another 5 minutes, and then it's going to go away.
It's already gone.
It's gone.
It's already gone.
It's a documentary series with different topics. The first 2 that I watched are Boys to Men and Auto Tune. It is really good. Like the Auto Tune one is like, hey, how did it come to be? And then everyone fucking hated T-Pain.
They were like, because in 1998, 99, there was an influx of former Disney stars that were becoming pop stars, and none of them could sing.
It was like
except for Justin Timberlake and Christina Aguilera.
Like,
the rest of them were dog shit.
Hollywood kept it a secret that Autotune even existed. Like they didn't want anyone to know. Cher came out and did Believe, and they're like, that sounds weird. And then T-Pain is like, so I got a guy who was a hacker to get me a cracked version of it, and I put it on my album, and that was my unique sound. And now everybody hates me. But then you're like, yeah, but T-Pain can actually sing.
He can.
Yeah,
He can actually sing.
He chooses Auto-Tune.
He chose Auto-Tune to make but it's just like everybody
Didn't he
hates
win
me.
The Masked Singer? He
Spoilers, but yes, he did. He's so good. My last thing I'll say is if you're sleeping on Ted Lasso, you're a goddamn idiot.
Wait, did season 2 come out?
Season 2 comes out July 23rd, so just a couple weeks, like we're almost there. But the first season of Ted Lasso is amazing.
CJ, you both you and Josue were all over me about you got to watch this, and I was like, man, I don't really like Jason Sudeikis. This kind of looks like shit. Like I'm not in the mood for his brand of comedy. And then I watched it, I was like, this is not at all what I expected. This is really good.
It's really good. It's the only thing. It's like For All Mankind and Ted Lasso, the only 2 things I watch on Apple TV Plus.
What an amazing feel good show.
Yeah.
It's a warm and fuzzy, and you're just, I mean,
but it also has feelings. Like
that's what I'm saying. Warm and fuzzy. It's a really.
No, there's sad feelings too.
I know, but like, I mean, yes.
At the end of the day, yes, I feel motivated, uplifted, and I feel like my life has been Ted Lasso.
What an amazing show! What a great message. I mean, the treatment of the team manager. What did they call him?
Nate, the Great.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah, I know his name, but like, what's his like his job is like water boy, but they call him something else.
Like equipment. Something,
whatever it is, and just like watching his transformation through the season as well as the captain, so good.
I've watched it 3 times the whole season, and every time I'm going to focus on this character this time.
It's
and
out
see what their arc
It's
is.
out in 3 weeks.
Out in 3 weeks.
All right, I got to rewatch it.
You realize why this is, right? I haven't watched it, but I know I'm going to. You know, this is a Bill Lawrence show, right?
Yes, that's exactly why. This is Bill and Zach Braff directed one of the
Creator of
episodes too.
Scrubs, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's probably what you're getting all the Scrubs feelings because it
Well, that
sounds
and-
very much like Scrubs meets soccer.
That and
No,
and,
not quite.
No, actually, hold on. For the ability to balance,
There is not a
comedy
single
and drama.
character. There's not a single character in Scrubs as wholesome.
That is not what
I
I'm
agree
saying.
as Ted Lasso.
That is not what I'm saying. The point of to what CJ is saying, the idea of Scrubs was very wholesome at times, very serious at times, but also was comedic.
When you find out about the biscuits, how many episodes in, and you find out about the biscuits? I'm not gonna ruin it.
No. Yes,
But
I know.
I'm saying.
That's what
but
we're
then
saying.
you find out about the biscuits, and you're like, God damn it!
But to Brian's point, what I was trying to say, but then he said for me, and now I'm reiterating. This is what Bill Lawrence does. Let's take something serious, but also really mellow with comedy. Let comedy work when it works. Let drama work when it works. And sometimes we can fuse them together, and it's fine. And you're gonna be okay with it. Then you're like, yeah, I like Higgins. That's fine. He's a character I like. Any other show would have written this guy off, but I fucking love him. So anyway, Ted Lasso. It's a really good show. I would do a whole goddamn podcast on just Ted Lasso.
What am I? I'm currently I'm at the end of season 6 of Criminal Minds again, and I have another 8 seasons of that to go.
I was about to say 18 seasons to go, right?
15. There's 15 seasons. I got 8 more seasons to go. I've never watched beyond season 12, but I'm gonna finish that. I gotta rewatch Ted Lasso. I think I'm gonna watch Fear Street because it's Goosebumps.
Is that the Netflix thing?
Yeah.
That I want to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 parts.
Yeah, and it's an anthology, right?
Yes.
I saw this trailer and I was like, yeah.
And it's R-rated. Fear Street, and I was a big fan of the R.L. Stine books when I was a teenager. Like, who wasn't?
I was in like 5th grade, but sure, yes.
Well, I'm talking about like 1993, 94.
Yeah, and they each take place in like a different era, a different year, right? Like
yeah.
I think
so
one is in the 90s,
94,
one's in the 70s.
Yes. Yeah, this is so this is the books that I was reading when in 94. This is the story. So I will likely watch Fear Street because it seems really cool. And then I think I'm going to go Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then whatever else you guys said I needed.
I'm currently finishing Schitt's Creek. We're in the middle of Ink Masters. And
Love me some Ink Masters. What season are you at?
Ink Masters, we're in the middle of the 2nd season.
Well.
I'm going to try to convince my wife to watch Chuck after we're done with Schitt's Creek.
You know what? It took my wife a couple episodes to warm up on Chuck too, but now she likes Chuck.
I fully expect to. Well, here's the other thing that kind of sucks. It's poor timing, and maybe I should wait. She just started watching Handmaid's Tale, and she's like all into that, right? So like Yvonne Shavosky, very different character in that show. So I don't know. Maybe I'll wait to get her to watch.
But also,
Chuck.
I would wait just till Handmaid's Tale is done because Chuck and Handmaid's Tale are that is like peanut butter and I don't know, like
that's her show that she watches when I'm not around. So like,
okay,
I haven't been watching it, so I don't know. I hear it's pretty heavy.
It is really heavy, super heavy show. All right, well now you know what we're watching, and we would like to know what you're watching because I could always use something when I'm now up.
I don't. My list is too large. There's too much content. Don't tell me what you're watching.
Well, listener, I gotta say I really missed you.
Very short episode,
and I'm so glad that you. And I hope you enjoyed this short entry back into the show.
That kind of nerd bite-sized. We're fun-sized.
Like a nerd bite again. Oh, okay, but a little longer.
Not a nerd bite. It's fun-sized because I had fun.
Thank you so much for making us your walk around your neighborhood, your drive to work, or whatever it is that we are in your life right now. And we will see you on the next episode.
Well, welcome to the club because you are that kind of nerd.
I don't know where to begin with this. I don't know what this first topic is.
You gotta dust that rust off there, champ.
I know what the rest of it is because they're just screen to screen, stream to stream.
Screen to stream. Get your shit in order. See, you're out for a couple weeks.
I'm out because it's been a while since we've been here.
Has been a while.
Better.
Even since I've been here.
Is this tech perspective? Is this what this first topic is?
No, it's just a topic.
It's just a topic.
Just say, here's a topic. We should discuss it. Here you go. How about that for a segment? I want a new segment. We should discuss this. End a segment.
I want to. I hope
Listeners,
everybody.
this is that time where we find
No,
shit
wait. Hold on.
to
hold
talk
on.
about and say, let's discuss this. It's a
I hope
segment that we're going to call We Should Discuss This.
Your keyboard is the worst thing on this fucking planet.
I know. I can't wait for you to edit the episode. Well, not T-Pain.
It sounds like you have to press your like. It's a 6-inch travel from the top of the keyboard, from the top of the key to the base of the keyboard.
It is, and it's
Oh, God. How can it make this travel longer than CJ's commute to work
Here's
was?
all right.
So anyway,